21, I'm still going to college, I'm a junior in college. I'm going and, man, I don't know who thought about bringing 21-year-olds into a college setting, but it's stupid, man, because 20-year-olds are animals. We're like beasts. And we're animals. And to put us around in that setting is like, it's like putting an alcoholic in a Pabst Blue Ribbon brewery with a handgun that gets all the beer pregnant. So you just get in there and, no, man, it's dangerous. I was actually on the bus one day, and I was sitting on the bus going home from the campus, and there was just a beautiful girl, because these girls are beautiful, man. I was sitting there, this beautiful girl on the other side of the bus. I didn't talk to her. There's no reason to. And we get out of the bus, because I'm a pussy, whatever. I'll talk to her if I'm drunk, what? And so I get out of the bus. We get out of the bus. We start heading in opposite directions. I'm going off to my apartment, she's going that way. And the back of my mind just said, just take a look at her. So I look back, and the first thought that sincerely came into my mind was, I need to know where this bitch lives. And it wasn't like a good thought, like, oh, I need to know where she lives so I can get her ice cream and we can hang out and listen to Train. No, it was like a thought like, I need to know where this girl lives and if she has a tree that I can sit in and look at her. It's terrible, man. It's awful. But it's that setting. I mean, we can't handle it as men. So, I mean, I talk a lot about myself right now, and I have to do this. My family is sitting over here. Yeah, they're my family. And you gotta see them. You can't because the lights are off. Can we turn on the lights for like 2 seconds?
No.
Yes! Yes, this is fucking happening.
You brought him up.
All right.
You brought him up.
Take a look at me.
Never again.
That's my family, and they're fit. It's a fit family. I apparently knew where all the food was in the house. But even growing up, I was always a little chubby kid. I was a little chubber, just running around. Chubber. And I was chubby, and I was also sensitive, which is a terrible combination for a small kid. I was chubby and I was little.
I'm gonna kill you, Will.
And no one could say anything to me about my weight because I would just cry on them. I would cry about my weight to these people. And if you said it, jeez, I'm a nest. And it's an ambulance, so I'm not dead. But it was like I was a little chubby kid, and no one could say anything because if you said anything, I would just start crying on you. Bad crying. And it would look like you were a pedophile. You would just walk away. I called him pudgy. I didn't touch the fucking kid. I don't know what I did. Yeah, you couldn't say anything. But my family did little things I didn't realize until I started writing jokes about what they did. And my sister did the worst thing. And she's here. And she made a game that we used to play called Run, Fat Boy, Run. This is 100% true. She made a game called Run, Fat Boy, Run, and it gets way worse. The name is not half as bad as this game turns out to be. Here is the synopsis of what this game entailed. My sister, who was 4 years older than me, and I was in first grade, had a height advantage. She had a dodgeball. Now, I did not have a dodgeball. I had to run. And the game entailed that I ran and she would pummel me with this fucking ball until eventually either I pooped myself or she was tired. And so I'm running around, and I love this game too, which is even sadder. I'm fucking little snorting. I'll give you a visual. This is a little chubby kid running around snorting, laughing his ass off, while his sister's yelling at him, "Run, fat boy, run," pegging him with a fucking ball. And that is the entire game. Now, the worst part isn't even the game. The worst part is that my parents knew about this game, but they didn't do shit. My parents knew about this game. I knew they'd watch too, because I would look up. Sometimes I'd curl up in a ball because I got tired. I couldn't run very much. And I would curl up in a ball, my sister was pelting me on the ground, and I would look up and see my parents just looking off in the distance. And honestly, I think the rationale behind it was, well, at least he's moving. At least he's exercising. I mean, there was a video game of this where he could be on a treadmill at the same time and fucking buy it for him. But, no, I love my parents. I love my parents.
Not my sister.
I do love my parents. They're great. But I am a political science major, and it's a little bit about who I am. I'm trying to figure out if I want to get into politics. Have you guys been keeping up on the election at all? Anyone? Yeah. Good. I'm a political science major. I don't give a fuck about the election, which tells you how our future is going, by the way. But no, I think we do need to make a change in politics. We need to start doing something more radical, I don't care about Democrats and Republicans. Get rid of them. I got a new commercial coming out soon about the new party that's going to revolutionize our country. Here's the commercial. There, soon. Ronald Reagan once said, "Where would this country be without this great land of ours?" But Mr. President, what about the trees? Trees have been around for over 3,000 years, and yet us humans have been bickering so much that we haven't seen the true nature of these giant beasts. I did a bit of research and I found out a couple things about these giants that I think you need to know. 1. Trees harbor dangerous fugitives, like bears, raccoons, and that kid who throws corn at your windows. 2. Trees require you, a hard-working American citizen, your CO2, for their oxygen. I work for my CO2, and I need your oxygen to leave. What do you want next, trees? My kids? And 3, if a tree falls down on you in the forest and no one's around to hear it, it won't call 911. Now I say, this election season, we take those trees by the balls and show them what America's really about. This is so fucking stupid. It keeps going, yes, it keeps going. This election season, I'd say we take these trees and stop them before they uproot themselves and start making moves towards your wife, like a Lord of the Rings porno. I say this season, we uproot justice and delimb the competition by electing Will Matthews of the Anti-Environment Party. All right, guys, I'm done.